Good morning, Morning Buzz family. It's Friday, September 26th, and I'm Alex here with Jordan to wrap up your week on a high note. Yesterday, we promised to dive into something that's been haunting me since networking season started. Why some people can effortlessly remember names and faces while others forget someone's name literally 30 seconds after meeting them. Jordan, I have to admit, I met 3 people at a coffee shop this week, and I'm pretty sure I called all of them, "Hey, you," by the end of our conversations.
You're definitely experiencing what cognitive scientists call social memory variance, and it's more common than you think. The ability to encode and retrieve names and faces involves multiple brain systems working together, and people vary dramatically in how efficiently these systems operate. Some brains are naturally wired to be social databases, while others prioritize different types of information processing.
Okay, but here's what drives me crazy. My colleague Emma can meet someone once at a conference and remember their name, their spouse's name, and what they talked about 6 months later. Meanwhile, I'm Googling people I work with regularly just to make sure I'm spelling their names right in emails. Are we talking about fundamentally different brain structures here?
Emma likely has what researchers call enhanced social semantic memory integration. Her brain automatically links faces to names to contextual details, creating rich memory networks. Your brain might be allocating that processing power elsewhere. Perhaps you remember other details about people that she misses entirely. It's not about intelligence, it's about cognitive resource allocation and attention patterns.
That's actually reassuring. But I'm curious about the face recognition piece specifically. Some people seem to recognize faces from decades ago, while others struggle to identify their own neighbors. Is that a separate system from name memory, or are they connected?
They're related but distinct processes. Face recognition happens in specialized areas like the fusiform face area, while name retrieval involves language centers. People can be excellent at faces but terrible with names. Or vice versa. Some individuals have prosopagnosia, face blindness, but can remember names perfectly. Others remember every face but struggle with name-to-face connections.
This explains so much about why I can recognize someone immediately, but stand there going, I know you, while my brain frantically searches for their name. Is there anything happening in that awkward moment where you're trying to bridge that gap between recognition and recall?
Absolutely. That frustrating tip of the tongue moment happens because facial recognition is fast and automatic, but name retrieval requires more deliberate cognitive effort. Your brain is essentially saying, familiar face detected, while simultaneously searching through your semantic memory banks for the associated label. The more anxious you get about forgetting, the more you actually interfere with the retrieval process.
Speaking of anxiety, I've noticed I'm much better at remembering names when I'm relaxed versus when I'm nervous at networking events. Is stress actually sabotaging my social memory, or am I imagining that connection?
Stress absolutely impacts memory formation and retrieval. When you're anxious, your brain prioritizes threat detection over social information encoding. Cortisol can interfere with hippocampal function, which is crucial for forming new memories. Plus, when you're worried about making a good impression, you're not fully present for the initial encoding moment when someone tells you their name. Uh,
That makes perfect sense. I'm realizing that when I meet someone while I'm distracted or stressed, I'm probably not even properly hearing their name in the first place. But what about those people who seem naturally gifted at this? Are they using specific strategies, or is it really just biological advantage?
Many social memory superstars do use unconscious strategies. They tend to repeat names immediately, create visual or story associations, and pay attention during introductions rather than planning what to say next. They also often show genuine interest in people, which enhances encoding because emotional engagement strengthens memory formation.
I love that. Genuine interest actually improves memory. That suggests this isn't just about having a good memory, it's about how you approach social interactions. Are there practical techniques that can help those of us who struggle with names and faces?
Definitely. The most effective strategies involve active encoding, repeating the name, asking about spelling or pronunciation, and creating immediate associations. Some people visualize writing the name on the person's forehead or connect it to someone they already know. The key is engaging multiple sensory and cognitive pathways during that crucial first moment. Wow.
This is giving me hope that my social memory disasters aren't permanent, but I'm wondering about the broader implications. Does being good or bad at remembering names and faces affect how people navigate social and professional relationships?
It definitely shapes social experiences. People who remember names often seem more charismatic and connected because others feel recognized and valued. However, those who struggle with names sometimes develop other social strengths. They might be better at reading emotions, remembering conversation details, or making people feel heard in other ways. Different social memory profiles lead to different relationship styles.
That's such a balanced perspective. It sounds like there are multiple ways to be socially successful, and remembering names is just one tool in the toolkit. Though I have to say, I'm definitely motivated to try some of these encoding strategies before my next networking event.
The beautiful thing is that social memory can improve with practice. Your brain's plasticity means you can literally rewire these pathways by being more intentional about how you approach introductions and social encounters.
Perfect timing for weekend social plans. Speaking of understanding how our brains work differently, Monday we're exploring something completely fascinating. Why some people become addicted to the adrenaline rush of public speaking, while others would rather face any other fear than speak in front of a crowd. We'll unpack the neuroscience behind performance anxiety and what makes some brains crave the spotlight. Have an amazing weekend, and may you remember every name that comes your way. This has been Morning Buzz.